Oh, okay.
It's very official. Okay, guys, hello. Welcome to another week. We have one more week, and then the following week after that, our very last week, we're going to meet our new music director slash conductor, our new conductor for SO. Woo!
Woo.
So we're very excited for that week too. And next week, we're going to do a songwriting class.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and it's with Peter. I don't know how to pronounce Peter's last name. Peter from Montclair.
No kidding. I
Yeah.
used to know. We just call him Peter Click.
Peter's great. And this week we have the lovely Miss Theresa Kemp. You guys know her from Lakeland for Harmonia. And for my kids, you will hopefully be having her next year when you move up to her. And like I said before, she's much nicer than I am. So be kind to her today and let's have some fun. Let's play some games.
Okay, so really quick, just and you guys all know how to use your I'm gonna change the view to gallery so I can see everybody. Can you guys give me a thumbs up on your reactions if you've used Kahoot before? If you know how to play Kahoot. Cool, cool, cool. All right, do I have to go over a page? Where'd CV go? Okay, so we'll need, for Kahoot, you'll need a separate device. You can use anything it could be another computer, it could be your iPhone, it could be an iPad, it could be a Samsung, it doesn't matter, whatever it is. You just need a separate device so that I can share the screen so that you can see you can look at the computer to see the questions, and then you have the answers on your phone. You'll be able to choose the different answers on your phone. So what you'll need to do is on your phone. I'll share our screen. Do I have yes, I do have the ability to share my screen. Okay, here we go. Share sound. All right, can everybody see my screen? Where it says like, you should be able to see the Kahoot website. There we go. All right, so then you go into Kahoot. Okay, you guys know. In case anybody doesn't know, you go to kahoot.it, and then you put in this game pin and your name. Could be your regular name, could be something fun. And then we have Miss Sue, are you playing? Okay.
I've never done Kahoot before. Let's do it.
I can't believe that you've never done it. All right. Well, you can compete with a CB. All right. So we have how many people here? We should have 1, 2, 3, 4.
So just keep an eye on the chat because I think we'll give everybody like an extra minute or two to go get their devices.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I don't have because I'm sharing my screen. It goes up into like everybody's a thumbnail.
Oh, you can still actually just go down and click the chat, I think. It opens up in another box.
Oh, somebody else came. Oh, I see. Okay, maybe allowed to switch devices real quick. Absolutely. Oh, Laura Lee, pro tip. If you don't have another device, open a new window and split your screen.
I'm digging this music. Somebody had to write this and they got paid for it. Think about it.
There's the music business major coming out. I do think about that all the time. All the time. When I watch any TV show or anything, I'm like, man, somebody wrote that. And they get paid every time it airs.
Yeah, somebody wrote my composer side nerding out. Yeah, I feel you. Sometimes I like listen to commercials and I hear these jingles and I go, somebody got paid a lot of money. Like a lot of money to write that and then record it.
I'm on the road, so can I have 5 minutes to sign in? All right, we're just gonna give one person a couple of minutes extra to get themselves in. I'm trying to think of what I did this weekend. I went to the boardwalk and I had donuts. So my husband's never been to, shame on me. I'm from like outside of Ocean City area. Honestly, kind of wish my music was as catchy. You'll get there. But there's two like famous donut places in Ocean City, and I insisted that we go to both. And my friend joined, and we sampled all the donuts. It was really good. It was donut day. Okay. Yale, are you in too? Yeah, it must be if you're hearing the music. Are you a viola player?
I'm a viola player.
Okay. Wait, who is a viola player?
Larley?
Larley, okay. Is Yal in as well? It's Liam, actually. Oh, I'm confused. Oh, okay. Wait. Mom's laptop. Okay. Perfect. All right. That makes sense. All right. If everybody's ready, I think we're going to get started. Do you sound good, Miss Sue? Sweet. All right. All right, here we go. It's 20 seconds per question. Some of the questions are easy. You'll feel really good about yourself. Some of them may have been made to see if I could trick you, and some of them are just kind of a little harder. Most of them I think will be pretty easy. So it'll be more of a, I think with you guys, it'll be more of a speed competition to see who can answer. So Miss Sue's never played before. Miss Sue, you'll have 20 seconds to answer the question. The sooner you answer, the more points you get. All right, here we go. What is good posture? Oh, thank God. See, we're doing our job right. Good job, everybody. All right. Ooh, Annabella, just 1 point over Stevie. How many lines are on a music staff? Nice. 5 lines. Ooh, CB took back. I love seeing it change every time. I think that's the most fun. How many spaces are on the music staff? Nice. Ooh, Noah, taking the lead. What are these lines below and above the staff called? Nice. Yeah, they're ledger lines. Fun fact, ledger also applies to like when you are doing your subtracting, when you're subtracting like big numbers and you make that another line to do the new numbers, that's also called a ledger line. Fun fact, connects to math. All right, what is a space between bar lines called? Nice, measure. What's another word for the pulse in music? Nice beat. Yeah. Now I understand somebody might say tempo, but that's actually the what? The speed. All right. Ooh, a viola player hitting the top. Miss Sue's coming for you. What does P-I-Z-Z mean? Yeah, it doesn't mean to go get pizza, although I think it should. Ooh. What are the two numbers at the beginning of a piece called? What are these two numbers called? Nice, good. What does the top number of a time signature tell you? Yeah, not in the song, but in a measure. Got to read the whole thing. What does the bottom number of a time signature tell you? Nice. Good job, everybody. That is the one. What?
You see the chat? It honestly decides your fate for that piece.
That's hilarious. So true. You see a quarter note and then you see 3/8 and you're like, no. All right. What are the letters in the musical alphabet? Pick the right one.
Wait, who is Liam? And Liam, why are you playing the Rite of Spring?
Listen, I've played the Rite of Spring. Maybe he played that. There is a version. I think it might even be Dachau. I had to conduct it for an application.
This is Liam Keller? Is this Liam? Liam who?
Wait, is this my Liam?
I don't know.
I just get the mails. What?
This must be an adult Liam.
Email.
Is that Liam Keller? I don't know. Okay.
Oh, I don't have a Liam. I have a Niall. Nope, I just get the emails. All right, well, welcome, Liam. Oh, man. All right, what type of note is this? Super easy. Ooh, everybody stayed the same. What type of note is this? This is the fast finger section. Again, wow, nobody moved. What type of rest is this? Man, a viola player, you're keeping it. How many beats does a quarter note, quarter nest receive? In 4/4 time. Woo! You're fast, Lauralee. She's fast. She's got a fast click hand. Let's see any movement. Ah, no movement. In 4/4 time. I click a lot. Ooh, what are notes on the D string? Assuming you're all string players. Wow. The F sharp, guys. Well, listen. That's kind of unfair, right? Is that an unfair question, Sue?
I also clicked the wrong answer because I didn't realize there was music on it, and I just answered as quick as possible.
You're right. Unfair. That's true. That's kind of true because I was thinking very basic. So when you're answering these, because there's 3 more, think about the first time you learned that string. Otherwise, your D, E, F, G would be right too. Sorry, guys. Oof. What key? What are the notes on the A string? As if you're playing them in normal position. 1, open, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, open, 2, 3. There we go. You guys get the drift. Ooh. When holding the bow, your hand shape should be yes, popular to whatever is comfortable to you. It should be curved. Oh, Miss Sue, you got that one right. All right. What do dynamics tell you? Fun fact, I've literally had a student tell me how even or uneven to play. That's why that answer is in there, because somebody told me that.
Liam says, for brass, they're just a suggestion, and we would have to agree.
All right. Which dynamic means to play loud or strong? Yeah, forte. So you play trumpet and piano. True me, trump. Do you play trumpet too, Lauralee?
Yes.
Nice. Brass are just a suggestion.
Nice.
All right. Which dynamic means medium loud? Nice. Good. This is another fast section.
That was me. I made too fast. I clicked too fast.
Oh, I love it. But dynamic means medium soft. There you go. How many beats does 1/8 note receive in 4/4 time? Does 1/8 note receive? Good job. Nice. Oh, 2 people said 1. Yeah, in just 1 in 4/4 time. Nice job, though. Yay! What is this sign and what does it mean? It's down bow. What is this sign and what does it mean? Yeah, I don't know. Tip to frog. Yes, also right. Okay, then we guess that. What is this sign? Ah, 'tis a tie. It would be a slur if it went to 2 different notes. How many beats does a dotted half note receive? In 4/4 time. Nice. I've got 8th graders that can't answer that question. So guys, don't think that's too easy. All right. notes on the G string. Nice. Ooh, Noah moving up. What is the Italian word that means pluck the strings? Yes, pizzicato.
It's definitely pizza plucko.
Pizza plucko. Holding at the top, Lauralee. What is this? I don't remember this question. Oh. Also, I've had students put rosin on their strings. I rosined my strings, Miss Kemp.
Oh. I have students eat it, so I would also select candy.
I always tell them don't eat it, and then like, of course, I shouldn't even put it in their minds. I'm like, it tastes like a pine tree. What does this symbol mean? Ooh, repeat for anybody who didn't get it right. It's a close game. What do you do when you see this in string music? Yeah, bow lift. Also a breath mark in choral music. What is one thing you must maintain when holding your bow? And or trumpet? Yes, bent thumb. Doesn't it make you feel so good to see people answer that correctly? Which of the following composers was born first? Yeah, Bach. I even wrote it down. Bach was born in 1685 and Mozart was born in 1756. I thought that they were closer than that, but they were not. Ooh, everybody pretty much say the same. Got something going on in the chat. Love me some polyphonic fugues. Which piece came first, Mozart Symphony number 40 or Beethoven Symphony number 5? I think I made this one answer wrong now that I'm... Okay, good. You're right. Yes, Mozart. Even though it was later, Beethoven obviously lived a lot later, even though it was a higher number symphony. Ooh, Miss Sue. What key signature has 3 sharps? Oh, A major. Uh-oh, Liam. Oh, no. He's taking the throne. The key of E has how many sharps? Yeah, 4 sharps. And last question, I think. This one's faster. Sorry, guys. Lakeland celebrated a big milestone a few years ago, 60 years. What year did Lakeland Youth Symphony start? See who's paying attention. Who got that right?
I just spilled water all over myself.
I was gonna say it's our passcode to get in, get into the storage unit. All right, drum roll, please. With 3rd place. Oh, Lauralee. It's okay, you dominated most of the game. Oh, Miss Sue swept in. And in 1st place, the non-string player, Liam. Runners up, honorable mention, Noah and CB. Nice. I count so many tasses. I did not want to count that. Don't forget also sharp minor. Yeah, very good. All right. So listen, I didn't know who was going to show up today. So thanks for going along, even though there was a lot of easy stuff in there. but it's great to know that you guys know so much so quickly too, which means you really, really know it. And that's all I had. Sorry, Sue. I was.
It's okay. This is.
I thought it would go slower.
No, don't worry about it. So this is the fun part. We get to do questions and answers, and we have the best set of questions. I just have to bring them up. But in the meantime, if you guys want to ask any, you guys know how it works. Do it in the chat. Yes, I'll ask her the duck question. Okay, so we'll start with the duck
question and answers with me.
Oh yeah, we get to.
Oh, what?
We do this with all of our guests, and every single guest, we ask them basically the same set of questions, which is, would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
Fight? I don't want to fight either.
You have to.
One horse-sized duck.
Yeah, or 100 duck-sized horses.
That would just be adorable.
But they're attacking you, so.
I'm going to say one horse-sized duck.
That has been the consensus.
Because, a duck can still only run so fast. Waddle, waddle, waddle. Which is all those tiny horses would run really, really fast. I know ducks are vicious, but I can still run faster.
What would you do if you found a penguin in your freezer?
What would I do? Is it alive?
It's alive.
Okay. Let it hang out there? I don't know. I think I would just be like, hey, I'd close the freezer.
You wouldn't give it a hug or anything or name it?
I think I'd just let it live there. I don't know. I just thought of there's a documentary on Netflix called Penguin Town, and it's about these penguins that basically spend 4 or 5 months nesting in South Africa on this beach off of South Africa, but they run throughout the whole town. The town's used to them, and they go up into people's houses, and they big duck equals dinosaur. That's true. Very true.
Who's your favorite composer?
Oh, that's hard. I don't like that question. I have to say overall Mahler.
Oh.
I'd have to say Mahler.
He just celebrated one of his birthdays.
Yeah. I have to maybe not for cello stuff, but for orchestral composing, I definitely say Mahler. He makes the earth move for me.
Give us your best dog bark.
Bark or any noise?
Go for it.
Go for it. Okay. Hold on. I gotta turn my video off for this. I just woof, woof, woof.
Can you do that with your video on?
No. I feel like I'd be too self-conscious and it wouldn't come out. Even that was tough.
Fair enough. How often did you practice when you were younger?
How young?
Preparing for college, perhaps?
Preparing for college, that was 3 hours a day, probably. At college, 4 to 5 hours a day. Not all at once. It was 2, 2 and 1, or 2 and 2, whenever you could get time. But middle school, as a kid, well, I didn't play cello in middle school. I didn't play cello till high school. I played flute, so I probably practiced about 3 times a week out at home, probably for a half hour, 45 minutes. But I didn't study privately. That was just practicing my band music. What about vacations? We didn't take vacations. So there's that. take vacation. So.
Favorite ice cream?
Mint, cookies, and cream.
Ooh, I really like that too. That's actually one of my favorites. How do you motivate yourself when you don't want to practice?
I do two things. If I don't want to practice, I just play my instrument. Like I play something that I really enjoy playing, because that gets me in the mood to practice. And then secondly, I do the tiniest goal. I used to not do this, but now I just do like, okay, what's one thing? Like literally, like I'll pick two measures and I'll practice those two measures, and I'll try to figure out one thing that is needs to improve in that measure, and I do that. And then usually that gets me to practicing more. But also, if I only have so much time to practice, like if I have 15 or 20 minutes, that's what I do, because it's the most important part is just touching your instrument, like playing on your instrument, spending that time, and then just try to fix all these mini goals, and then that adds up.
Laura Lee wants to know, are you a two-set fan?
I don't know what that is.
Two-set violin with Eddie and Brett.
Sorry.
All right, don't worry, guys. I'll send her videos.
I'll get back to you on that one.
I will get her caught up. Don't worry about it.
My favorite cello concerto. That's really hard too, because one of my favorite cello concertos is not an actual cello concerto. It's for violin, but it's the Franck Sonata. It's not a cello concerto, but it's like one of my favorite pieces of music. And I don't know, I probably Elgar cello concerto that I've played.
I have to piggyback on this question because one of my favorites is actually a double concerto for violin and cello, and it's Brahms's double concerto, and it is.
That's just
rock.
Insane. It's epic. It's so epic. Shosti for me. Yeah, Shostakovich concerto is good. It's just really painful. It's very physically painful. Hey Liam, did you know what's the one thing that Shostakovich does that's he does like a signature thing in a lot of his pieces? It's like nice. Yeah. Dmitri Shostakovich motif. Very cool. All right.
What's the coolest gig you've ever done?
The coolest gig I've ever done?
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, it wasn't playing, it was performing with the university singers at college. We performed at NJPAC. We did Carmina Burana. So it wasn't a string playing gig, it was a singing gig, but it was just, I'll never forget that. It was amazing.
Do you guys have any more questions? You guys had asked me some really cool questions yesterday. Or not yesterday, last week. I'm tired. Laura Lee, you asked me some questions. What would I do if I found an angry squirrel?
It's a lot of animal themed questions.
3 angry squirrels attacking you, and all you had to fight them off was a wooden shield.
What would I do? You're just dropping me with that preface or
yes.
Premise. What would I do? I would go find some acorns.
That's brilliant. I didn't answer that. I was just like, I'm just gonna fight them off.
One orchestral piece you will never play given the option. Anything by Schoenberg, probably. Anything like Harry Parch, no. I did it, been there, done that. We'll never do that again. If you guys don't know what Harry Parch is, you should make up your own mind. You can just YouTube Harry Parch and you'll see what I'm talking about. But Schoenberg, you know, that stuff is not for me. Even Wagner, not really so much for me.
Paint your house, what color?
Paint my house, what color? Some type of like grayish blue with white trim on the windows. Currently house hunting, and those are the ones that catch my eye the most.
Do you have a musician, dead or alive? Who would you want to meet?
Oh.
Doesn't have to be classical.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm such a boring person with these kinds of like things because I'm like not enough of a music nerd. Dead or alive, dead or alive, dead or alive. I feel like I have an answer for this. And it's on the tip of my, oh, you know what? Pablo Casals. He's a cellist, but he also wrote music.
Lorelei asked, hair any color? Which would it be?
If I had to paint my hair any color.
Dye.
If I had to dye it any color. I think I'd put like blue, but not bright blue. Like a cool blue, but not baby blue. I'm telling you, I'm so boring. I'm a really boring person. I never realized it until just right now.
What is the most useless talent you have?
That's a good one. I wouldn't necessarily call this a talent, but my ability to identify like voices in cartoons or voices in commercials. Like I can hear a commercial and in like 5 or 10 seconds know what actor it is or who that is, or like, hey, who's that voice? It sounds familiar. And I can like, so like identifying voices, I think it's completely useless. And I'm always really proud of myself and everybody's like, yeah, okay, who cares?
What is the dumbest way you've injured yourself?
I trip constantly. So one time I was running. I wasn't even running. I was just kind of like skipping along in college, walking with friends, going to the dining hall. And I just fell and rolled like 3 or 4 times. And then like one of our professors was driving up and just rolled down and saw me like kind of like half holding my elbow, like all bloody and like half like laughing. And she's like, are you okay? And so I'm just kind of a spaz. So that's one dumb way I injured myself. Just walking. My best Irish accent. Top of the morning to you. Or when I went to Ireland, my mom and I tried to take the bus a lot. And they're like, you don't need to take the bus. It's just up the road a piece. That's it everywhere. We tried to take a cab, a bus. And they're like, it's just up the road a piece. I'm like, oh, okay. We had to walk everywhere.
Do you have a favorite book?
Oh, I do. To Kill a Mockingbird. And one of my other favorite books is a book called A Prayer for Owen Meany. Favorite author? Don't have one.
We have a list of questions.
Harry Potter nerd. I am not. I missed the boat, man. I did the first 3. I read the first 3 books when they first came out in the late 90s. And then it took so long for book 4 to come out, right? Is that the Goblet of Fire? It took so long for that to come out. I got older and I lost interest. Didn't care. I know. It's a tragedy to some of you.
No two-step violin, no Harry Potter. Where have you been all these years?
Oh, man.
If you had to give advice to your younger self, what would it be?
It's okay to be who you are. Don't change it.
Section B of that question. If you had to give advice to your younger musician self, what would that be?
I think like my high school, college musician self would be that everybody has their place in the music world, and it's more about finding your place than trying to be like everybody else, and that you play music because you enjoy playing it, not to compare yourself with others.
If you didn't become a musician or music teacher, what would you be doing right now?
Too many different things. I think either I would have kept with dance, so I would have tried to like go to school to major in dance, and taken that, or I would have been like a marine biologist because I'm obsessed with orcas. So I would love to be like following them around and naming them and listening to their sounds. Favorite ballet? Don't have one.
Liam.
Firebird. I'll say that. Firebird.
Oh, Firebird's a good one. I'd have to go with Prokofiev's A Midsummer Night's Dream. Or Prokofiev's Romeo and Juliet and A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Yeah. I love, there's like one like solo thing from Firebird that's just tremendous. Amazing. Do I like horses in general? Yes, I'm down with horses. I've ridden one once. I think they're beautiful.
Yeah,
Didn't Mendelssohn, right?
I did say Mendelssohn. If you could collaborate with any musician, who would it be?
Sue Ann Anderson.
Let's play duets together.
Either that or Ben Folds. He's like a pop rock musician from a long time ago.
Love Ben. I say it like I know him.
If you could be able to turn any animal, that's easy. Orca. Orca, 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 orca.
Did you ever watch Free Willy?
Oh yeah, that's what started the obsession. 1994. Yep. So I like manatees. They're cute. They're nice. I really love like so many different, I think marine animals. I really love marine animals. They fascinate me. Stingrays, sure, as long as I'm not near them.
If you could be a fruit, which one would you be and why?
This is like the kind of stuff they asked you when I was like applying to be an RA. It could be a fruit. Avocado.
Yeah, but why?
Why? Because it's tasty but extremely versatile. Who doesn't love guacamole?
Okay, last question. What got you into music?
I probably would have to say my parents. My parents played instruments growing up. My mom loves music, and she taught herself how to play the flute. And so I decided to take flute, and I just kind of got hooked from there. I think I loved being a part of the groups and the challenge that music presented, but also like the joy that came with it. And I'm honestly more of a listener than a performer in that regard. I could never perform again, and I would still have just as much joy because I love experiencing music.
Well, on that note, thank you for joining us.
Cool. Thanks, Miss Sue. Sorry if the thing was too easy. We'll have to do it again. maybe toward the end we'll do a part 2. We'll make it harder.
Well, I'm sure we'll do this again next year. I've never played Kahoot, so I had to join in. I'm sorry if I took one of somebody's spot, but I didn't come in first. Then I would have felt bad. But yeah, join us next week for songwriting, guys. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So maybe you guys can write your own songs. All right.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, thank you.